How y'all doing today?
Super.
Well, looks like we're probably gonna get a white Christmas here. Boy, I'm ready for it. Been a long time.
I came for 14 inches of snow, so.
Oh, well, you're used to it then. Where's that, up north?
Iowa, yeah.
Oh, up north. Oh, yeah. Well, good. I hope you brought a whole bunch down there.
I'll give you a taste of it, but you don't want the whole bunch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Haven't been a long time since we had lots of snow here. Oh, yeah. Exciting.
It's a good release.
Well, I'm going to show you how we bottle our Spumante here. Spumante is an Italian word meaning sparkling and carbonated. Now, all of our wine that we use to make the Spumante with comes from Herman, Missouri in 55-gallon barrels. We put it in a walk-in cooler next door where we'll chill it down to 40 degrees. And after it's chilled down, we'll inject CO2 into the cold wine. And when that happens, it's like a sponge soaking up water. From there, it's pumped into beer kegs, and from there, it goes to the bottling machine. Show you how it works. Just flip switch here. Machine comes down, pressure checks the bottle, releases the pressure, and the filling operation starts. You can see how fast or how slow, however you look at it, it takes to fill the bottle. Now, after the bottle is full, I'll put one of these synthetic corks in there, and if you ever tried taking one out of a bottle of champagne or Spumante, you know how hard it is to get it out. Well, I'll show you why. Just put the cork in the bottle, hit a button here, press comes down and presses the cork in the bottle. Now, most people seem to think, okay, that cork's in there to stay. But as the bottle heats up and the carbonation expands, it will blow this cork right out of the bottle along with half the Spumante. And we still haven't found anybody yet that could drink it flying through the air or off the person next to them. So, in order for that not to happen, I'll put one of these safety wire hats over the top of the cork and on the rim of the bottle. Now, this is a wire twister. Just put it on here, give it a couple pulls, and that's it. Cork's in there to stay, you hope. Well, as long as I don't take that safety wire off, it will stay in the bottle. Then I'll dip it in a bucket of warm water here. Take any of the residue off the bottle that's happened during the filling operation. Man, there's some chairs back there.
This is okay. I can hear.
Red sit on the hard concrete, huh?
That's okay.
Okay.
She likes to go fishing, so that's home to her.
Oh, well, sorry we haven't got a pond here.
It's down the road a piece.
Yeah, it's not too far. Okay, let's see, where was I?
Residue.
Oh, okay, yeah, residue. Now, as you can see by the two bottles we have on display, we still have two more operations to do before we can sell our Spumante. We put a gold seal on our golden Spumante, which is like Aste Spumante, and a white seal on our blush, which tastes a little different and is sweeter. Now, the seal, it's just pressed aluminum foil, just sits here on top of the bottle. It will protect the safety wire, the cork, and it also gives the bottle a better appearance for selling. Then I'll stick it in this two-stage seal press here. First stage puts 4 crimps around the seal. Second stage will smooth out those crimps, like so. Now, this bottle is still too wet and too cold yet to put the label on, so I'll just put it in the case over here. And when we get 44 cases full, that's a pallet load, we'll take it back in the warehouse where we'll put the labels on another day. Now, don't let the size of this here machine fool you. Last year, they bottled almost 5,500 cases of Spumante on this one machine. Now, Herman, they don't bottle any of the Spumante. They only bottle the regular wine. And they got a real fancy automatic bottling machine, which we haven't, that you just seen in the movie. Well, they'll bottle 120 bottles a minute, where we bottle a minimum of 168 to 240 a day. But Herman, they only bottle for 6 months and then they're finished for the rest of the year. Whereas we bottle over 300 days a year, so for us here in Branson, we consider that job security. Now, if you buy any of the wine in the store, it will say bottled in Herman, and the Spumante will say bottled in Branson. Would you like to see how you can get this cork out here the easy way? Ooh, I can show you because they sell these tools in the store. Now, it will only work on the glass rim type bottles, like the Spumante and the champagne type bottle. Now, after you take the seal off and the safety wire, you just take this, you slide it underneath the bottom of the cork and on top of the rim of the bottle. You just put your hand on, with the other hand squeeze, cork comes right out. You'll save all the Spumante you paid for in the bottle. And as you can see, the cork stays in the tool, so this eliminates you having to fix any light fixtures or holes in the ceiling or the wall. And if you happen to want to save some for the following day, they also have these handy dandy stoppers here. Now, once again, it will only work on the glass rim type bottles. Has a gasket on the bottom, spring loaded, 2 movable wings. Just take this, set it on top of the bottle, press down with your hand, lock the 2 wings around the bottle. It will not leak and it will hold the carbonation for a week. But you have to keep it cold. And don't forget, it's spring loaded. So you want to be sure to put it upright in your refrigerator. Because if you lay it down on its side and you or someone else comes along to get something out of the refrigerator and happen to bump into the top of this here bottle, it's gonna pop off, lost your Spumante, and you'll have a sticky mess to clean up. Anybody got any questions?